Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, YouTube family. It's been a minute, so thank you so much for your patience. I am thrilled to be making my videos again. Lots been going on. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is Fame with Tiffany Renee, and on this channel, we talk about everything that's metaphysics, quantum physics, esoteric stuff. We talk about everything that has to do with the spirits, the mind, and our experience here in this 3D reality right now in this body, and how we can get our best life. Okay, that's what we're here to talk about. All right, feel free to like, share, subscribe, check out any of my other videos if they resonate with you. Show them some love. I am going to create a new playlist where I'm going to move everything about my concerts and how I manifest front row seats all the time. I'm going to put those videos on a separate playlist. So if you just want to kind of binge watch those, if you're planning on going to some concerts this summer and you want to hear about different techniques and different thought processes that I used to get into that state, to where I've been able to meet tons of celebrities and I've been able to get front row, backstage, VIP, all these type of wonderful things. If that's what you're trying to do, then stay tuned because the playlist will be moved over there. And I'm also going to be starting a Patreon. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to be starting a Patreon where I'm going to be doing intuitive readings. It's just going to be channeled messages that I feel based on your energy and based on your situation. And there will be a way that you'll be able to ask me questions and I will get back to you. And once that's finished being set up, I'm hoping by the end of the week, it'll be completely done. Hopefully no later than this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. But I will keep you all posted on that. It is completely new for me. That's uncharted territory. So if you love the content that I'm giving you here over on Patreon, I'm going to be doing some intuitive readings, and I'm probably going to be adding more in-depth details about certain manifestation techniques and things that I use, and mindset changes and thought processes in case you have something specific that you're trying to manifest and you need a little bit more of an in-depth review on maybe how it might be able to work pertaining to your particular situation. That'll be on my Patreon. I'm also going to be creating another website where people can download my ebook, Pounds Down, Forks Up. If you're trying to slim down, that's a really great book. It talks about my journey. So that will be on a new website that I have coming up. I'm also planning on adding a blog there, and there'll be some other things that I'm going to be uploading, that courses and things like that that you can purchase through my other link. All of this will be in the descriptions of these videos as they come about. I'm also going to start doing some more shorts as well on YouTube and posting different inspirational things as lives. We all need to pick me up. So I know I just threw a lot at you, but I don't want to make this first video too long. I'm going to be recording a few of them, so you'll have at least 3 or 4 videos this week uploaded from yours truly, probably in the same outfit. Okay. So I was going to film outside, but it's super dark. It started to rain and it's like thunder. So if you hear thunder roaring, that's what's happening out there. So this video, as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, we are going to talk about the difference between believing and believing that your manifestation is coming, believing that your desires are already yours, versus knowing that your manifestation is coming and that your desire is already yours. There is a big difference between believing in something and knowing something. When you believe in something, my understanding based on my own personal research and personal experience is knowing, or belief, I should say, is just that. It is a belief. And to quote Abraham Hicks, a belief is just a thought you just keep thinking. So your beliefs did not come from you. We were not born with a belief system. So we were born, and our environment, our caregivers, society, television, our teachers, our coaches, they started showing us and telling us and teaching us things that they believed based on their personal belief system, their own personal biases, prejudices, thought processes, how they perceive life based on a multitude of things, based on history, ancestry, whatever, wherever it came from. They had adopted certain beliefs and traditions that they felt were accurate. And these are things that you just need to believe in order to get through life, or to have a successful relationship, or fill in the blank, right? And they were imparted onto you as a little infant. And because we're nothing but consciousness, when we're babies, we absorb everything. Everything we associate as truth. Like, everything is the truth when we're little. We don't question anything because we don't have that ability yet to decipher anything. We just take what is, and we just assume that it's true. Now, that opens us up. We're like a blank slate, a blank canvas, and anybody, anywhere, at any point in time can come with their paintbrush and slap some paint on our canvas. And if there's nothing or no one around really to challenge that at its initial introduction, then you just accept it. When I look back at the things that I learned in the 80s as a kid, things that I accepted as true, even down to the dumbest things. Okay, my older brother, just to pick with me, he told me, because I used to love ketchup. Like, I was always drowning my French fries in like Heinz ketchup, okay? Anytime we had ketchup, I would just pour them all over my fries, all over my burger. And my brother, just to be annoying, was like, hey, if you eat too much ketchup, you're going to turn pink like a pig. Just letting you know. So you can keep eating ketchup if you want to, okay? I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. No lie. I think until I was maybe 9 or 10, I truly believed that. He was so convincing, even though he was just talking crazy. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, I had no reason to not believe it. I had no distinction. I had none of that. And I just truly believed that I was going to turn pink. And so I drastically cut back on eating ketchup. And then I realized when I told an adult about it, and she was like, are you kidding me? Like, you can't have believed that. But I did. Because kids are so impressionable. They'll pretty much believe whatever you tell them. So your belief system can be built. It doesn't belong to you. It's built. And they're always changing, because you're always changing. How many times have you changed your thoughts about something, or changed your beliefs about something, or decided that you didn't want to believe something, or decided that you did want to start believing something? It can go anywhere from making a recipe, thinking that, okay, it says margarine, but you decided to use butter, and because you decided that, well, butter tastes better, so I now believe that butter tastes better in this recipe. You've just developed a belief about that. And the universe is going to show you evidence of it. If you believe certain medical things, about weight, about food, about politics, about religion. I mean, how many people change religions because their beliefs change? Your beliefs change. Your beliefs are not solid. However, when it comes to knowingness, it doesn't change, because you know what you know. And knowingness is truth. It's your truth. And Neville Goddard talks about this a lot when he says faith is knowing. It's loyalty to the unseen. You just have to know that it's there. And there's a big difference between believing in something and knowing something. When you know something is true, it's unshakable. You don't really go back and forth like you do with your beliefs, because you know what you know, what you know. Think of something that you know is true. Like, there's no argument. I know for a fact that I have no control over my heart beating, or my eyes know when to blink, right? Or that my hair grows on its own, that I can cut my toenails and they're going to grow back. Like, I know that. I know that happens, right? I don't know how, because I think it's just divinity, but I know that that's what is going to take place. I know that my heart is going to keep beating. I know that my lungs are going to keep expanding. They're doing what they're doing. I know that there is something holding the planet Earth suspended in the nothingness of space. I know that, right? I know that the sun is going to come up every day, whether I see it or not. Whether it's cloudy and you can't see the sun, it doesn't matter. It's still coming up, right? Like, there's things that you know, and there's things that you know about yourself. Let's say you're really good at learning languages, and you know like 7 languages. Okay, well, you know that you're good at learning languages. You know that you can throw down in the kitchen. You know that you can do some nails. Okay. Like myself, like I do my own nails, my own natural nails, and I may not know how to do acrylic nails and gel nails, but I know I can do some natural nails. Okay. I mean, I can do some nails, baby. Okay. I know that. I know that I can do my nails. I know I can. You may know that you can dance. You may know that you can sing. And this knowing this, nobody has to tell you. You just know that you're good at it. You know that you can paint. You know that you can fix a car. You know what I mean? You know that you can encourage somebody and get people hype. That is a knowing. And that can't be challenged because you know what you know. It is a confidence. You are so confident in that knowledge or in that ability or in that talent that you know that it's done. You know that you're good at it. And guess what? That carries a whole different vibration. And the universe is going to make sure that you see evidence to support that knowing as well. Right? So, in my life experience, the biggest thing that I've learned is that I had some beliefs that did not serve me. They were not helping me. They were not elevating me. They were keeping me low vibrational, in scarcity mindset. They were keeping me around toxic people. There were a lot of beliefs that I held, beliefs about loyalty and, beliefs about friendship and beliefs about love or family or about my body and just, life in general. I had to drop those beliefs because the knowingness, your spirit is the knowing, your higher self is the knowing part, did not resonate with those beliefs. And 99% of the time, the beliefs that I carried were not mine. They were beliefs that I picked up along the way from all of the other people on my journey. They were beliefs that came from parents, from friends, from teachers, from whoever else, you know what I mean? Different from society, from TV, from magazines, from media. They were not even my beliefs. But my mindset would not allow me to challenge them. Now, I don't subscribe to anything that doesn't resonate to me. I don't care if everyone else believes that something is happening or believes that whatever is transpiring, and they will argue for those limitations. They'll argue for those beliefs because they'll say, well, look at this evidence to support it. Well, so-and-so said it, or the statistics say, or the article says, or the doctors are saying. Again, you don't have to agree with that. You don't have to subscribe to it. You don't have to ingest it just because the current timeline that we're on is showing you evidence of that being a possibility, because everything is possibility and probability. Remember, make a video about that. So you can just say no. I know it sounds crazy, right? But you can literally just say, no, thank you. No, thank you, belief. You're not going to become a belief. No, no, thank you. You're a thought, you're a suggestion, you're an idea, and I reject you. No, thanks. Because I know that I will always have the option to choose. I know that I will always have the option to choose, no matter what. Everything is a choice, even the thoughts that you think and the beliefs that you choose to subscribe to, because beliefs are just that. They're thoughts that you've just kept thinking over a long period of time, and you've become so entangled in them that they have become your identity. You now identify yourself as these beliefs. You're not your beliefs. You don't have to be. If you have beliefs that are working for you, that you've picked up along the way, by all means, hold on to them. Because those beliefs are going to become a knowing. Because now you know that this is it. You know this is true for you. Beliefs come and go. People are constantly changing their minds. How many times have you changed your mind? I've changed my mind so many times, especially since I've been on my journey. My beliefs have changed astronomically. I have adopted new beliefs that serve me from where I am today. And I had to let go of the beliefs that served me at that time. But in hindsight, I'm like, those were toxic beliefs. There was no knowingness there. There was no confidence there. But when you know something, it's unshakable. And that's where faith comes in at. Having the knowingness that whatever it is that you desire is already yours. Because remember, all things exist simultaneously. Every version of you exists simultaneously. Every version of everyone in your life, every version of Earth exists simultaneously. So all you have to do is choose. Exercise your right to choose. What timeline do you want to be on? What beliefs do you want to change? And what do you want to become a knowing? Because knowing, you can't mess with something that you know. The knowingness is more solid. Because you know what you know, what you know. For people who believe in God, they probably believe in God because at some point in their life, they've developed or they experienced something. They have this knowingness. They know that God exists. They know that God is always looking out for them, or God is taking care of them, or they know that the universal laws that were created are taking care of them and looking out for them. They know that well-being abounds no matter what. They know this. They know it. And because they know it, they see evidence of it. Just like your beliefs. When people say you get what you believe, it's because that's what you're assuming to be true. You're assuming that your beliefs are true. And law of assumption is going to make sure you get evidence of that. But when you know what's true for you, there is no assuming involved. Because if you know it's there, you're not worried about it. You're not fretting about it. There's no issues. You're not thinking that it's not going to come. Just like you ordered a package, you know it's you know it's showing up because you've ordered the package, they have your address, and you know that it's going to show up in 2 to 3 business days or whatever. That's what knowingness is. That confidence that you have knowing that your package is going to arrive, that's the same knowing that brings your manifestations. Your manifestations and your desires show up because you know that they're showing up. You know it's going to happen. You know it's going to transpire. Now, we can know things that don't serve us. We can have so much confidence in the knowing that something is going to transpire that doesn't serve us. Like, think about if you have a partner and they don't answer the phone and you think, okay, well, I know that he or she, whoever hasn't answered the phone because they're out doing some mess. Like, I know it. I know they are. I know that I'm going to come home and the house is going to be a wreck, or I'm going to hear something crazy about them. I know it's going to happen. Like, I just know it because I know how they are. And then you go home and you experience exactly what you said you're going to experience because that's what you know to be true. You have confidence in that. You can switch that with your mindset. You don't have to subscribe to that. And you probably got to that place of knowing it because you believed it for so long that it became your truth. Don't allow beliefs that you've had in the past or circumstances or even a season that you may have had that you didn't really like. Don't allow that to define your future. Don't take that and create solid beliefs and turn them into knowing, because they're just going to follow you. Those circumstances are not going to change. They're going to follow you wherever you go. And that is, you're going to become confident in that. And that's going to be your new place of knowing. We don't want to have a place of knowing that chaos is constantly following us. We want to have a place of knowing that all is well, no matter what. As Tom Karen said on the Be Something Wonderful channel, conditions are conditions, but I am. Your I amness is your knowing. Your I amness is the truth. That is the ultimate truth. Your I amness, that is what causes you to have a life experience. You can call forth anything that you desire because you are that already. You are already the person you desire to be. You already have the job that you desire to have. You already have the body, the family, the house, the cars, the business. You have it already. That's the knowing. You just have to know that you have it. Don't try to believe your way into it. Know that you have it. That's what that faith is. You have to know that it's yours. Know it, because it is yours. And if you say, well, I can't see it, you're probably not looking for it or looking at it. Because quantum physics teaches us that everything exists simultaneously. Every version of you is already here. But you have to be the observer of that version of you, of that timeline, in order for it to activate and allow the current timeline that you're on to fall away. It doesn't destruct. It doesn't just, it just moves you. It just kind of dissolves, but it's still there. Because it's one of the many probabilities and possibilities. It's something that can still be believed in. And you can revisit that at any time. But we want to be on the other path. The path where you're already that person. So you know that you're it. See yourself as it. Dress like you're it. Talk to yourself like you're it. Surround yourself by people that you will be surrounded by if you were it right now. That is knowing. You got to know. all of the times when I would go to concerts and I wouldn't have no money, no ticket, no nothing, guess what? I was still putting together an outfit. Makeup was still done. I was still throwing in the ponytail. Okay, the nails was still getting done because I knew. I didn't have to believe that I was going to be in the front row or get to that concert. No, I didn't have to believe it. I knew it because I know that there's already a version of me that already has the front row, that's already backstage, or who already experienced the concert experience that I want to experience. She already did it on a different timeline. It already happened. So because I know there's a version of me that's already experienced this, I'm observing that timeline. So, okay, what would she be doing? She would be getting her outfit. She would be doing her hair. She would be doing her makeup. She would be doing all of these things. And she would still go to the venue and show up in somehow, some way. Like, y'all see my videos. I can't make this up. I end up in the venue. A lot of times I'm end up in the front row, VIP, wristband. Sometimes I get an access pass. I'm taken backstage. I get to meet them. Sometimes I bring a gift. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just show up. It always happens literally 99% of the time. 99% success rate because of the knowing. I don't believe that I'm going to get there. I know that I am. I know it. There's a confidence that is in the knowing. That is where your faith lies. Your faith lies in the knowing that it is done, the knowing that life is getting better, the knowing that you are well, the knowing that everything always works out for you no matter what the conditions or the circumstances say, no matter what the news says, no matter what books say, no matter what articles say, no matter what the doctor says, no matter what anything, if it's not what you want, you have to know that what you do want is already in existence. Just look at it, activate it, call it forth, and it has no choice but to show up. Your knowing will be honored. That's all I gotta say. I hope that made sense. Okay, I tried to do an outline, but it wasn't coming out right. But so I was just letting it flow. Okay, just letting it come through. Hopefully that made sense. The knowing. That's where the real power is, in your knowing. Tom Carey also said on his channel that he was quoting someone else, and I can't remember who, but where there is belief, there is doubt. Where there is belief, there is doubt. If you have to believe something, that means there's room for you to not believe it. We want to get to a place of knowing. We don't want to believe in our desires. We want to know in our desires. There is no room for doubt when you know something. Dwell in your knowing. Dwell in that faith. And watch your life transform like magic. Thank you all so much. Like, share, subscribe. Drop me some comments if you have any questions. I love you all so much. Thank you for your patience and your support. We got another video that will be uploaded tomorrow for you. And I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I've got a list of things that I want to hit, things that I've been working on lately, and I want to share it, and hopefully it blesses you all out there too. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.